What's up, adventurers? Tyler, I'm here with Carter from Fox Performance Vehicles, and this is the
Fox Factory truck. Now this is our 2024 Chevrolet Silverado. Now Raptor R, TRX are incredible vehicles. We thought Chevy should have some skin in the game as well, so we put this together. This is the Fox Factory truck. 2024 Chevrolet Silverado. It's got the works. So it has long travel suspension, 37-inch tires, live valve shocks, all the accessories, carbon fiber body panels, and this thing rips with 700 horsepower. So under the hood, we got a 6.2 liter, the L87, great motor. On top of that, we put a Whipple 3 liter Gen 6 supercharger, puts out 640 torque and 700 horsepower. And this thing is just incredible. So that goes back to custom tuning. It's got a custom intercooler for the transmission, back to the 10-speed transmission, into a Ultimate Dana 60 in the back that has chrome moly shafts, 373 gears, A/B air locker. Up front, we have long travel suspension with RCV axle shafts and limited slip. Again, 373 gears to power the 37-inch tires on Method B grip wheels. So we got a forged wheel from Method, dual B grip, tons of traction, but without having to do a full bead lock. We got high clearance bumpers. We have over 60,000 lumens worth of lighting up front with Nacho and the factory LEDs. All the factory sensors are integrated. So the cool thing about this truck, it is built to OE spec. We call it OE Plus. So you're gonna have all the sensors built in so that you're not gonna have any lights on the dash, all your ADAS stuff that is very important to have on a truck these days for on-road and stability, for safety, for all those reasons. We're gonna build all that technology into this truck. Inside, it's super plush. We have a really nice interior with leather and suede. We're gonna have the amp research steps. They're gonna come down, make it nice and easy to get in. And then inside, we've got your touch point. We got where you can actually go through and change through all the different ride modes once it's all on. So there's on-road, trail, and desert. There is a custom mode that in the future we can add additional tuning modes, and we can actually over-the-air update it to each truck. And then beyond that, custom carbon fiber steering wheel, carbon fiber accents, nice interior all the way around. Let's go for a ride. So this here is the Fox Factory truck. We're going to take it on a quick lap, show you kind of what it's capable of. Just takes the factory Silverado, which has about 8 inches of travel in the front, 9 in the rear, and ups it to right at 14.5 in the front, 15.5 in the back. It's got so long travel suspension. It's got Baja Kids long travel front and rear. We convert the front to a long travel 3 inches wider per side. In the back, you're looking at a trailing arm setup, so we get rid of the leaf spring and go to a trailing arm. Allows for more travel. It's got live valve suspension, 3.2 live valve, largest shocks on any production truck. And one of the things you'll find with the live valve is we can have sensors that read the terrain about 400 times a second, and we can actually firm up the outside of corners so that it has tons of traction. Actually, this keeps the vehicle very stable.
So is it able to like firm up, like if you're taking a hard right, can it firm up just the left side?
It firms up just the left, yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then if you jump, it's gonna go full stiff on all of them to give you the best option to how you're gonna land.
Is there a point where you would ever want to turn live valve off?
No, because ultimately it's going to help you. It's that extra assistant. It's the guy that's going to read the terrain. It's going to be reading faster than you're going to go through it. So
I can't even hold the camera straight.
Yeah, you're going to get that.
Yeah, so, and then remind me what size these are. 38s.
So 37-inch DFG all-terrain. Yeah, the KO2s, great all-terrain tire.
Like what PSI are you running?
So I'm running full PSI right now. Like
Holy
personally,
cow.
I prefer about 20 to 25 when you're off-road terrain like this.
Right, and you said about 40 right now?
We're about 35.
35, okay.
Yeah, 35 PSI in this particular truck.
And are they, because this probably isn't as heavy as like a fully loaded Overland rig, so are they C-rated, E-rated?
Yeah, so C-rated tire,
wow.
You want that for the traction.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 37 by 1250 by 17, so we got a 17 by 8.5 method. We call it a B grip. So there's extra ridges on the outside that actually help keep the tire on there when you're lower tire pressure. But the nice thing about it, you are DOT approved because it's not an actual bead lock. Right. It's a forged wheel. Got the right back spacing so it can clear this through all the suspension. Ultimately, this truck is going to have carbon fiber body panels all the way around, and that carbon fiber, it's like the hood, the fenders, the bed sides. It's real carbon fiber. There's carbon fiber reveals so you can see it. The carbon fiber accents on all the trim, the steering wheel, all throughout it. There's a touch point where you can actually change the different terrain modes. And then kind of throughout the truck, you're going to find that carbon fiber. You're going to find lots of little accents. The fenders are bulged 3 inches beyond what they are from the factory to work with the wider suspension. Ultimately, this truck is 88.5 inches wide, so it's super wide.
So what do the little thumb switches do?
Yep, so you can actually switch through the different terrain modes. There's on-road, trail, and desert, and ultimately it's going to change how the shocks are adapting to that terrain. You can kind of put it in those modes, and then within each of those modes, there's a comfort, balance, and a sport mode within there that you can kind of level out for how you want
each of the
kind
modes.
of fine-tune. It's going to do its best to act the way it should, act the best it can in each terrain, but you have the ability to play with it a little bit and dial it in for each type of terrain.
And then does the live valve eliminate the need for like external compression and rebound knobs on the shocks, or do you still have that?
Absolutely. So there, you do have a dual recirculating valve with a cactus cooler on there, so you're going to have the additional fluid capacity. It is an internal bypass shock, but it does all that electronically. So it can adjust all that, so you don't need to.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. And I think somebody was saying that there's actually a pump that circulates the oil through the cooler, like through the external reservoir. So it's not like it's just an external thing where you have to allow more fluid. You're actually running 2 pipes from the shock to the reservoir.
So you're getting the hot fluid coming out and getting cool fluid coming back. It's not the same where it's just kind of
just moving back and forth.
Yeah. So largest shock of any truck production. It's going to have the most travel of any truck from that's production. It's going to have the 37-inch tires. It's going to have the 700 horsepower. It is cool that it has carbon fiber because that is unique for this truck. The reason for carbon fiber, if you look at most of it's either a synthetic composite or they're using fiberglass. The issue with it is if it's thin, like an OE steel is, you're going to get a lot of flimsy fenders and just kind of waving around. Where carbon fiber, it's stronger and it's thinner, so we can get to like OE thicknesses on all the materials, and it's still strong. So it's still light, strong, and kind of fits the look of the truck. We were cruising around today, probably going 65, 70 through some big whoops with the AC on, the cooled seats. I mean, it just
felt great. So let's check out the back of the truck real quick. Yeah, it's hard to see right now, but this is, you can see a little bit of the carbon fiber. This thing got dirty today.
Carbon fiber,
but it looks great in the sun. The hood too, you can see the whole center of the hood panel is carbon, but the back.
So in the back you have 2 options. Now we do a rack in the back that is designed for extra rigidity. You have 2 options. You can either get a tray for a single spare, like you see right here, which if you want to run a tonneau cover or something like that, it'll tuck it all below. Or if you want to do a dual spare, we have 2 that puts 2 vertical side by side. The cool thing about it, compared to most of the time you see a long travel truck, most of the time you're seeing the shocks come up through the bed and have some kind of mount up here, and it just takes up bed space. You have to try to figure out how to keep it dry if you're driving on the road in wet conditions. All of this is a bolt-on system, all bounced down below. The bump stops are all integrated. That's something unique for this truck that you're not going to find on a Raptor or a TRX, is the Fox 2.0 bump stops that we're going to put in there. This is actually tied into a brace that goes all the way across on the frame. Up front, we do it as a slapper. Some call it a swing arm, but there's a swing arm for the bump stop. And the thing with that, you get it engaging on the lower control arm when you bottom out. It's going to engage perfectly. It's not going to put any extra bind or wear out those seals on the bump stop because it's all integrated right there. We're going to do heavy duty steering, where most of the time you're going to see just sort of an extension for the steering. We're going to put a complete steering replacement. Those are the 3.2 live valve shocks. Heavy duty boxed, internally gusseted lower control arms, billet upper control arms. We're going to do a steering stabilizer, which is a unique feature on this truck that you don't find elsewhere. And then while we're at it, I'll pop the hood. We can check out under there. So up front, you have 60,000 lumens worth of LED, and then the option to add about another 40,000 if you wanted to, worth of nacho LEDs. There's 6 spots right here.
Is that winch ready?
It could be. It's not designed for that, but it could be adapted to mount a winch. A lot of that comes into, we had a certain weight class we had to keep this vehicle under. So this is where a lot of these features came from. It's strong, but it's not too heavy. So when we get under here, so cool features under the hood. You're going to see this strut brace that we build in. That is to add some extra support for the 2 coilover towers. When you are really ripping it, this is going to add extra support. That is your Whipple Gen 6 3-liter supercharger. And a cool feature you're going to see on the truck, because the truck does have an A/B air locker, we're going to put an air compressor right here in the fender. So you have your hookup so you can hook up your tools. And on the dash, you hit the button once, it'll turn on the air compressor. So if your air tools, whatever you need, tires, whatever that stuff is, you hit it twice, it turns the locker on. This is integrated onto the truck just like you'd find on a typical Raptor TRX, where at certain speeds the locker is going to turn off as you'd want it to, just for safety reasons. But yeah, this is the Fox Factory truck. It's a killer truck. We've been playing with it all day long, had a blast. You can see it's kind of hard to see under there, but that is all your carbon fiber here as well underneath. So it's real carbon fiber.
All right, this is kind of a dumb question because I know the intent of this truck is not like overlanding, right? The suspension is designed for hauling ass over rough terrain.
Absolutely. I don't know if you saw it last night. But yeah, we had a go fast camper on this last night. I may even get you a hand put it back on. We didn't run it for today. But yeah, there's normally a go fast camper on it, and we haul butt with a big old camper up there, and it is kind of your go fast lander.
Yeah, cool. So all right, well, thanks so much for giving us a tour of the vehicle.
Definitely. See you, buddy.